Hello guys, welcome to another video of Carolina EDC. And in the title video, we have another suppressors, and this is going to be from the guys at StingerWorx Outdoor, and they are a cool manufacturer suppressor company. Also, they make some other parts and everything, and rifles and all that kind of stuff. But they are high-end 3D printing, suppressors. They are very unique to other suppressors I have reviewed in the past. Now they do have them in different calibers, and you can get them in different color as well, black and FDE. But we're going to talk about some of that stuff here closely. How does it come packaged? What all you have to offer in this suppressor here? And again, this is the 308 EVO Ti, which is titanium. And again, these are going to gear to certain different categories, but you can still use it on gas operated system. But other than that, let's go ahead and get up close and personal, go through some of the specs right quick, and we're going to test it out. As you see behind me, my Ruger Precision 308 rifle, which is a 308 caliber bolt action, and we're compared to other suppressors as well, just to get an idea what kind of performance we get out of this suppressor versus the other ones that I have available. All right, let's get to it. Alright guys, like I said, this is the StingerWorx EVO Ti, which stands for titanium suppressor. Like I said before, you can get this in different calibers, 223, 308, and 9mm. And they come in armor black, flat dark. They do have their own hub system, which you can get from there, but you can also it is hook compatible as well, but you can get all that stuff if you decide to direct thread or anything like that. But I'd rather have my own plan B mount here, which we have on this one. It does come with their own proprietary type hub mount here, but they also have some cool muzzle attachment that you can get separately as well. We'll talk about that, some of that here in a second. But again, this is a titanium hard use suppressor, which is going to be pretty much 3D printed. As you can see, you got the end cap just with the way it is, and that's how you attach the other stuff. We are running the Plan B hub mount here as well. But again, the specs on this is going to be material of 6AL-4V titanium 3D printed. And it is a length of 8 inches. It is a long suppressor here, so take that in consideration. The outside diameter max is 1.675 inches, and it does weigh 11.2 ounces. So it's not the lightest, but it is, a little hefty there because of how long it is and, all that good stuff. But it is includes the modular system, lock ring, and a standard flat end cap. As you can see here, you can use a flat wrench or anything to take that off, and we'll look at it here in a second. It is hub compatible, 1/2 by 28, and it's 5/8 24 direct thread, or hub mount, which is the Emperor for use with the Emperor brake, which we're not going to use that as either because again we're using Plan B. Durable 6 by 11 by 11 inch lockable range case with custom foam, which is pretty cool. Not many companies give you a case to carry in, which is very nice as well. You can always use this for something else as well. But other than that, the modularity on this, again, you can probably most likely shoot 223 or anything up to 308 caliber on this suppressor, and you'll be fine as long as you are good to go. The EVO, like I said, it's a titanium engineered aerospace grade 6AL-4V titanium EVO integrated 3D printed baffles. So as you can see right here, it's going to be 3D printed on up, so if you have any baffle tracks or anything, they can easily repair it and be able to get it back in service. Again, this is a 308 caliber. The tube is a single seamless structure for maximum strength, then pairs it with precision machine titanium blast chamber. You can run this on a gas gun or anything as far as bolt action or anything like that. It has a dual pass suppression technology. That's what they call it. I'm not sure what that means, but by splitting expanding gases into 2 separate pressure zones, this design reduces peak blast pressure and optimizing sound suppression, which results in incredible quiet suppressor that maintains accuracy and consistent even under sustained fire. And again, you can read all that down below as well. As far as I go, or go to their website, you know where to go and check out their suppressor lines and everything. They do have other calibers available, but again, these are going to be more of a higher end suppressors, and I think it's going to go well on, in my opinion, on a bolt action, which only thing we're going to use this is the bolt action in 308. And again, titanium and all that good stuff and everything. As far as the end caps and everything that you can get separately, they do have this brake, which is pretty cool, and they also have this flash end cap as well, acts like a flash muscle device type situation here, as you can see, and we will try those as well. But all you have to do is remove this end cap here and then do it that way. Probably better, to be honest. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. But anyways, you're gonna screw this in, tighten it down, you know, with a wrench, whatever it may be, and that way you have your flash hider in the front. There you go. That looks a lot better. And then there you go, you got your flash mitigation, and I go, of course, same thing with the brake. If you need some reduced recoil, we'll try that as well. Two different ammunitions we'll be using today. It's gonna be the Hornady 308 Win Mag 150 grain interlock, which that's what I usually most on this bolt action. But we did get some subsonic ammunition. Got 50 rounds from the Phantom Defense. That's the only thing I can find cheapest. Not very cheap, 50 rounds here, so we're gonna utilize some of that and test it out as well with this suppressor, see how quiet it is as well. With the other suppressor we're going to compare to. It does come with some grease here. You can use this on whatever. It gives you some instructions, whatever you can use it. You get some grease as well. I think this is lithium grease. I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like. Kind of similar to what they put in Glocks and pistols and stuff, which will be a nice lubricant. You can put that on your whatever, on your thing right here if you like to, or whatever on your weapon in that case. But pretty nice case. I like it. Very cool. Again, this is going to be a high-end suppressor, so it may not be for everybody. But again, I haven't shot one round through this, and again, I want to get a fresh experience to see how well it sounds and everything. But let's go ahead, load up, mount, and see how well this suppressor does. So stand by. All right, guys, we're going to start with one round, 150 grain, the Hornady 150 grain, like I mentioned. One round, just get an idea how loud it is, and then we'll throw a suppressor on and see if it makes any difference. Now we are going to do just a standard end cap, no brake, no flash hider, none of that stuff. So let's go ahead and put one round, 150 grain. All right, let's throw the can on here. All right, guys, we got the can on, same ammunition, 150 grain, Hornady, and see what it sounds like. Just with the standard end cap on the end of the suppressor. All right, here we go. Okay, that sounds a little bit less louder. Let's go ahead and take one ear off. And also, if I mentioned, if you can notice by the sound, I got the mic over there at the camera, so kind of get an idea what it sounds like. You're about probably 10 feet, maybe 12 feet from where I'm shooting at. So let's go ahead and take one ear off. And take another shot. All right, here we go. Okay. That seems to be real nice. As far as the recoil goes, not a lot of recoil than without the, without the suppressor on the end. 150 grains, that sounds pretty nice. It's not making my ears ring. Of course, we are bolt action rifle, which I think this will be more better choose to me, in my opinion, than the gas gun. You have to worry about port pop or anything like that, or any gas coming back as well. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do the subsonic ammunition. All right, swatch it out right quick. And again, this is going to be Phantom Defense 308 Winchester 220 grain subsonic. 220 grain subsonic from Phantom Defense, and this ammunition wasn't cheap. So if you do me a favor, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Share this video. All right. I'm going to go ahead and continue to have one ear off. All right, here we go. Oh my God. That is stupid quiet. That's like almost, to compare it, more like 9mm quiet. That is ridiculous. Of course, 220 grain subsonic ammunition is definitely, it's going to be quiet as far as the recoil goes. Man, that's nothing. I mean, watch. It's like no recoil, really. It's like shooting a 22. That is stupid quiet. Yeah, subsonic's the way to go. Doesn't have much hump to it, but it does the job. All right, I think I got one more round in here. Let me see if I can hit that steel target down there. Yeah, accuracy doesn't change at all. Steel target I just hit about 50 yards. So slightly to the right, that could be just me, but I hit it. No shift change or anything of that nature when it comes to the suppressor. So as far as the accuracy goes, I think you're good to go. For a precision rifle like this, definitely a good addition to put. Of course, it's going to be a little bit long, but definitely it'll be something that you want to, maybe consider getting for either hunting, precision competition shooting, or anything like that. Titanium is going to be, lighter. Of course, this is about 12 ounces, so it is a little bit heavier than other titanium cans or anything like that. But man, as far as that goes, sounds, performance, yeah, even 150 grains, not bad at all. Uh, Definitely board actions. You're not going to do a rapid fire, of course, but it's not. They're not ringing my ears, so that's pretty darn good for 308. I think that's the quietest 308. But again, I haven't tried my other 308 cans with subsonic ammo. But let's go ahead, swap the can, um, and see if there's any difference between this one and that one. And then we'll try the muzzle flash and all that stuff. We'll put you in the front, see if there's any muzzle flash and that nature or anything. But I think I got one more round in here. Let's go ahead and move you while I got you here in the front of the rifle, so that way you can see any flash or anything comes out the front of this rifle. So all right, and it also gives you an idea how it sounds from the front. All right, let's put one more round. 220 subsonic. Again, here we go. Again, I can't see what's coming out the front. That'll be on you. You probably see it first, of course. But other than that, I don't see any sparks or anything coming out the front, to be honest. But anything, let's go ahead and try a different can and see if any difference between those two. See which one is quieter, and then we'll continue shooting. Stand by. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep you up front up there so you can see any flash or anything coming out. Of course, this is the rugged Alaskan 360. This is the last can that I think is gonna work well with this. Rifle is quiet. But again, I haven't tried with the 220, so I want to compare it to the StingerWorx. So let's go ahead and put a round down range and see what it sounds like. That one has a little more of a thumb noise, but it's still super quiet, of course. I still have one ear off, so I don't even know why I got my other ear on. But let's go ahead and shoot one more round. I guess it's the Alaskan 360 from Rugged Suppressors. This one has a little bit higher pitch, of course. But it's still super quiet with a 220 grain subsonic ammo. That is stupid, but I think the StingerWorx has a more of a lower tone when it comes to suppression sound, but they're pretty close. All right, let's go ahead and switch it up to my other rugged suppressor, the Exio 762. Stand by. All right, let's continue with the comparison. Again, this is another rugged suppressor. This is the 762 Exio, one of the newest suppressor. It is a little more wider, but a little bit shorter again between the other two. But in the past, I didn't think it was a great can. Let's go ahead and see how it sounds with 220 ammunition subsonic. All right, here we go. Okay, this one's very similar to the Alaskan 360. It still has that pitch, the higher pitch, but it's still quiet as far as sound goes. You can still shoot this comfortable all day, no issues at all, but definitely quiet, just a higher pitch, very similar again to the Alaskan 360. All right, I think I got two more suppressors I want to compare it to, and then we'll continue on. Stand by. All right, guys, now we have the EVO suppressor. This is the A10 Warhawk and the 7.62 caliber. Very cool can, very affordable can, but very hard use can. You can use it pretty much on anything. So let's try with the subsonic ammunition. Again, 220 grain. Oh yeah, never failed me. EVO suppressors, always a great can. Let's try another one. Oh yeah, very, very similar to the StingerWorx, the EVO Ti. In sound, doesn't have a high pitch, got a lower tone, but very, very, very close to that one as well. Very similar in sound and performance goes. But All right, let's go ahead and step it up to one more can, and then we'll continue with the EVO Ti. Stand by. All right, one of my true favorite first 30 caliber can, I guess you can say I got, and this is gonna be the Nomad 30 from Dead Air. I couldn't think of the name. This is the short configuration. It's not the L, and this is the can that I specifically use on my 300 blackout. It's the quiet 300 blackout can that, well, one of the cans that I have that is quiet with 300 blackout. But let's go ahead and try it out with the Phantom Defense 220 subsonic ammo. Oh yeah, that is right there with the AB and the EVO Ti. Very, very nice sound. Lower tone as well, slightly low pitch, but nowhere near the from the rugged suppressors. All right, let's try one more round. Oh yeah, that is stupid quiet with subsonic ammunition. I never thought 308 could be this quiet with subsonic ammunition. Of course, again, subsonic ammo is very, very, very expensive. I think those 50 rounds cost me almost 85 bucks. Yeah, 85 bucks for 50 rounds of that 220. So any ammo sponsors out there, Phantom Defense, if you're watching this, hook a brother up. Definitely like the ammunition. So, all right. So that being said, so far the Dead Air and the AB suppressors are going to be right there with the EVO Ti from StingerWorx. But let's go back to the StingerWorx, try out the brakes and the flash brake in the front and see if it makes any difference in sounds, which it shouldn't, but we'll try it out and see. Stand by. All right, guys, we're back with the EVO Ti StingerWorx, but this time we have the muzzle brake at the end mounted on. Let's see if that makes any difference. We're still using 220 subsonic ammunition, so we're going to see if it makes any difference in the sound tone as far as suppression goes. All right, here we go. Nope. Do one in here. Okay. So as far as the sound mitigation, as far as suppression goes, sound, it really haven't changed a lot. Just slightly little, slight tone of the round, but it's nothing nowhere near hearing damage. You could definitely shoot this all day long, especially hunting and everything. As far as the brake goes and recoil, not really much difference, to tell you the truth. I don't see any difference, but again, that'd be something you might be want to use on a gas operating type rifle. Maybe that'll help more with the recoil than a bolt action, in my opinion. You also don't have that mass bolt coming back and forth. So let's do one more. Just to be, yeah, sound, recoil. Like I said, not much difference that I can tell. Again, that could vary between rifles that you may use it, but yeah, I mean, not much different sound. Doesn't really change the sound that much at all. Let's go ahead and change it out and try the flash hider and see if it does any difference. Stand by. All right, guys. Now we have the flash hider. I guess that's what it is. Again, you can get those muzzle adapters separately. I think they're around about 55 beans. But again, it all depends on the system, what you want to use on all that. But so far, so good as far as the sound mitigation go. Let's see which I don't think it'll make any difference with this muzzle device here, the flash hider. But let's see. Okay, yeah, that one's slightly louder than the brake. That's definitely slightly little more pop to it, but it's still hearing safe. Try another one. Yeah, that flash hider definitely increased the sound of the suppressor for sure than your brake or just the end cap. So flash hider, definitely when I put it on there, if you want a maximum suppression sound. As far as recoil goes, again, not much of recoil. Slightly little bit louder. Yeah, definitely a lot, slightly little bit louder. I would definitely keep the end cap, solid end cap on there, or the brake if you need so. Again, I don't think you'll need it. Let's go ahead and try 150 with this brake, see what the sound is now that we got it and I'm out of the 220. Again, this is 150 quantity, and see if it is louder, which it probably will be. All right, here we go. Yeah, that was slightly way louder, 150 and that thing on the end. Definitely want to do that. I mean, my ears are not ringing, but it is louder. Definitely louder. Definitely don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and swap out to the end cap again and run some 150s again and see how it sounds. So stand by. All right, guys, we're going to do it again. 150 grain, end cap, nothing else on it. Just to show you the difference in sounds versus those brakes. There you go. Still loud, but definitely don't want to shoot this all day long. So again, 150 grain is going to be slightly louder than your subsonic ammunition for sure. So let's continue. Shoot some more 220 because man, this is stupid quiet. Miss. There we go. And again, it is stupid quiet. So if you want a nice 308 super quiet can, again, with the right ammunition, you could definitely have a quiet bolt action 308 that is going to be accurate, quiet. But yeah, let's go ahead and give you my last opinion about this and stay tuned. Guys, I almost forgot about the Precision Armament 360 Ti core here, which the last can also reviewed. Just going to give you an idea of what it sounds like compared to the StingerWorx. But let's go ahead and shoot a couple rounds of this. I still got your mic over there. Here we go. Oh yeah. Yeah. So there you go. That can also perform real well right there with the StingerWorx. Again, this is a titanium can. It's got the modularity or end caps. This one was being a multi-can, but also a great can as well. So, all right, let's continue. Man, that is stupid quiet, I have to say. Definitely a good can. Again, for hunting, precision shooting, whatever it may be, if you use the right ammunition from subsonic ammo. Like I said, subsonic ammunition is not the cheapest thing, but if you are in the suppressor game, why not? Go ahead and get your subsonic ammunition. I wish I knew about subsonic ammo for 308. Now that I know, Fountain Defense is one of the places to get it. Again, make sure to check those guys out. I purchased that ammo, not very cheap. But other than that, as far as the StingerWorx here can, definitely a great can. So far I can tell, nothing really out of ordinary. The can performs like it should. It is a long can, like I mentioned before. But other than that, that's something you have to consider. More volume, quieter can, of course. And yeah, definitely like the can. Definitely check them out. It is on the high-end cans than other cans out there, but you have options available, and I want to show you what I have available as far as 30 cal cans, 7.62, whatever it may be. Everything has its pros and cons when it comes to titanium. It is not a very hard use can. Then your different metals like Inconel or stainless or whatever it may be, you have very limited stuff. But again, on the bolt action, definitely a great addition to your rifle. Full suppression, quiet can, shooting all day, all that good stuff, and it doesn't interfere with your accuracy, so that's a good thing. So definitely it's doing the job. You got a lot of options available, but again, you can get this can in 223 as well, 9mm. Hopefully more to come for them as well when it comes to those cans. They have all the various type of cans, so make sure to check those guys out. I really appreciate those guys for sending the can here, the EVO Ti. Again, it is HUD compatible, so that's a good thing. Plan B is one of my favorites, so that's why I'm pretty much using across every platform that I have. Plan B is the way to go. They're very affordable. No mechanism to worry about, just thread them in, and you can also swap it from hose to hose if you have a can like this or multi-cal can. That's pretty much it, guys. Comment down below if you have any experience with StingerWorx. Again, this is a company I never heard of. Great company, great owners. I spoke to them on the phone. Very, very well knowledgeable. Been doing it for a long time, which a lot of people don't know about. Definitely, hopefully more to come for those guys, so stay tuned. And again, comment down below, what is your favorite 308 caliber or 30 cal caliber can? I think I've talked enough. Again, if you're new to the channel, again, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn notification bells so when new video comes out. Posting videos every week. We finally reached 14,000. It took a long time, but I want to reach 20 before the end of the year, so please help me out do that. Doesn't cost you anything to do that. Share the video, whatever, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. But also go follow me on social media, because a lot of times I'm posting deals, products like this coming up on the channel that I'm reviewing at that time, so it gives you a sneak peek what's coming up as well. Deals, discount codes, all that good stuff. There's a campsite link in my bio, my Instagram, so make sure to click on it. Check everything out in there. There's many little discount codes. Again, there are affiliated links, so a lot of that stuff I get a kickback to be able to purchase ammunition for this kind of stuff, and that's one way to support me as well. All right, guys, I think I talked enough. Again, I appreciate StingerWorx, and hopefully more to come for those guys. All right, as usual, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.